Hey, what's up guys? This is blabber number 5.5 and check this. A new background. Again. I think this one's here to stay. I'm really fond of this one. So, let us get back to the story of my past year. As PAX concluded, my life started resembling that of a bottomless void. I couldn't get into school fall quarter because of a paperwork mess up. So the rest of the year was disgustingly boring. There's nothing to do, and from day to day all I did was go to work in miserable Washington weather, work all day, and then come home in the same old damn miserable Washington weather. And because this state is as awesome as it is, I haven't seen a single damn snowflake the whole year. With the rain pouring down from day to day, and me being in the most rain-induced depressive state of the year, the news of going to Leavenworth, a little German-style town in the snowiest part of Washington, was the greatest news I could have received at the time. It made me do a little depressive happy dance. Yeah, happy and stuff. The journey was long and not too exciting, but the first signs of snow brought with it a great lift of the spirit. While we traveled most of the way by car, at a point, the snow got so thick we had to go by horse. Just kidding. But after stopping by at a warm and cozy lobby, and registering for the cabin there, we did go for a sleigh ride. While riding around, we were told the story of how the whole place came about, and while listening, saw some neat sights. There were some awesome brown cabins covered in white snow, some awesome white snow covered in brown poo, and some awesome white horses, which, to keep up with the theme, also contained some brown hues. After witnessing a driving fail and stalking a lazy group of birds, we stopped at a checkpoint, and after having some hot cider, the ride concluded. While seeing snow for the first time that year was exciting, it didn't make it any less wet and any less cold. So after our sleigh adventure, the warm and cozy cabin was more than welcoming. My only gripe was that we, the children, slept in the hallway bunks and the quote-unquote grown-ups slept in these epic wooden king-size beds. After settling in and putting a mound of presents under the Christmas tree, we unloaded bags upon bags of food. And finally, after sticking the beverages into the fairly effective and power-efficient refrigerator that the snow provided to be, the preparations for the Christmas dinner have begun. And the empty table started filling up with delicious goods. After the tasty meal, the opening of the presents, and the few games of charades we played, where one of the Christmas theme activities we had to guess was pleasuring yourself to internet porn, an eternal priestly boredom has begun. Luckily, Dominic, who was a pretty cool dude that was a part of our group, told me of his Christmas tradition that was bound to wake him up. And I conveniently recorded it.
Oh, fuck, it's cold. Oh, cover me. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. It's fucking cold. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Be careful. Be careful.
That was awesome. That was perfect. How do you feel, man?
Merry Christmas.
And of course, not to overheat, went for some more.
Oh my... Nick! Смотри, ёб твою мать, пиздец, посмотри!
The next day, I was woken up by blasting Polish Christmas music. As I came downstairs, some were still asleep, but the ones that weren't busied themselves with winter activities, such as building snowmen, like this one, with creepy cookie eyes, or this one, who honestly reminds me of one of the prawns from District 9. Sadly, the snowmen were violated by drunk men, and were given genitalia. Naturally. Meanwhile, more and more people woke up. Some using the dining table for ping pong, and the rest eating breakfast without a dining table. Shortly after, everyone headed out to the great fields of Leavenworth and built barricades and preparations for that, without which winter vacation is incomplete. A snowball war of epic proportions. After it was over, we buried the biggest loser in snow and, per tradition, stuck some twigs into her crotch and granted her snow boobs. Don't know which tradition they were following, but it was still damn hilarious. As we socialized, fooled around in the snow, drank some hot tea, and played some more ping pong. The evening rolled around, and it was finally time to go to Leavenworth. Something I actually thought to be the main point of the whole trip. But up to the awesomeness of the events leading up to it, it was a little underwhelming. While the visual presentation of the place was stunning, and the village was full of colorful Christmas lights covering every building, which were all based off of old school German architecture, the whole place had quite a few cons. It was way too overcrowded. The streets, the bars, the gift shops, no matter where you were, you had to stand in an hour-long line, at least, to get anything accomplished. And overall, the place was somewhat uneventful. While it was fun to look at, the place didn't have anywhere to hang out, and the crowds didn't help anyone relax. So after taking a few pictures, we left fairly quickly. After the town visit, Dominic and I got bored once more. So what else to do but to snowboard right outside the cabin? His goal was to complete a 360, and after a few face plants, he finally succeeded. When the outside got too chilly for comfort, we went back inside to witness the strangest thing. People were having something resembling a dance-off, but instead of showing off and trying to best each other, they were trying to dance in the strangest ways possible. Each one getting more and more interesting. The next morning, it was time to go. The whole trip only lasted 2 days, but it was packed with enough exciting events for it to feel complete. Only when the snow started disappearing out of the view, I have realized how much I was gonna miss that cabin and all the memories attached to it. Good times.